trying to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a...
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visitor sideline, Washington head coach Dan Quinn. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the... First snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run again here with Halou. Takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 5. Now starts. And this This winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run here for starters. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 131 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Now it's Rodgers. Completes it to Jennings. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
Throwing to start the drive. Grossman. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, take out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He'll try to pick it up. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
A 4-yard gain.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on The punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Dumps off to Halou. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now here's Halou. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Let's go now. I'm not flying.
7-7, our score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Halou. To the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return comes Cobb. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because you don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Grossman. And a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 27.
They'll run it now with Halou. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back onto the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Grossman. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Commanders' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a carry here for Halou. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Grossman. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Grossman. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. They're working from the gun. Rodgers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. So everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Rodgers going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, their next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Off the play fake. Grossman. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And a Washington first down.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And this This time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Grossman. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
1st and 10.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is starts. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Grossman. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Grossman. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Starks. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
On play action, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24.
Here's Rodgers. Called in left side here by Jennings. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. To the sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Grossman. Pressure comes and down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
47-yard line. 4 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Got his man. That's Davis. So Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Hightower.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Brings up
2nd and 5. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they?